you doing? I'm Jenny Boom Boom. It's Small Business Tuesdays. How are you? Every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, we feature small businesses all over the United States. And if you have a small business and you would like to be on the show, just let me know. Just DM me at Jenny Boom Boom TV. We'll make it happen. It costs nothing to be on the show on Small Business Tuesdays. I'm just trying to give back as best as I can. Sorry that we're starting a little bit late tonight. I was racing in from work, but I'm just so happy to be here with you. I was actually on the radio today talking about this show and how I'm so inspired by everybody that I interview every single week. Just hearing how they started out their small business, how their business is continuing to thrive, new ideas that they're coming up with. Every week I meet folks that, knew nothing maybe about running a small business, but they learned it. They learned everything on their own. And I'm just so impressed by everybody that I have on this show every week. So again, if you have a small business and you would like to be on the show, just DM me at Jenny Boom Boom TV and we'll make it happen. It costs nothing to be on the show. Let me see who I have that's going to be on the show. Here we go. And of course, stay with us the whole show because every single business that comes on the show always offers deep discounts. How you doing?
How you doing, Queen?
Hi, so your name is Quentin?
My name is Quentin.
Hi, and you are from Black Made the Brand. You're located in the Buckland Hills Mall in Manchester, Connecticut, and you are all about Black businesses and pop-up shops featuring these Black businesses. So how did you get started with your business?
Oh, well, the business started actually around the time frame that George Floyd was murdered, right? And it was an idea, well, what are we going to do about that, right? How can we put Black and minority-owned businesses and entrepreneurs and people in general in a position where, they don't have to worry about being in positions like that, right? Put them in positions to win, especially the people who are entrepreneurs. So that's how the businesses kind of got started. It was just an idea to say, what can I do to basically put them in a position to win? We actually started off with a couple campaigns with Hot 93.7 and Outfront Media. We took a few businesses, put them on the billboard, and we put them on the radio for a whole 4-week campaign where they were allowed to be on a billboard downtown Hartford, Connecticut, and be on your radio station, top of the hour, going to work and coming from work, where people could kind of get some good marketing in their businesses. So that was really the start of it. And then the transition came out of COVID. A lot of people didn't have a lot of money to be paying for billboards and things like that at the time, with being laid off from jobs and things like that. The transition came into, hey, let me go to the mall and see if they're interested in supporting this type of a movement that I have. I have been to a few pop-up shops myself, just trying to see how it actually goes. And once the mall said yes, they gave us an opportunity to come into this beautiful space that I'm in right now, actually. And set up a couple tables, get a good vibe going, and let these guys know, hey, come inside of here. We got some good Black and minority-owned businesses that shop just as well as Macy's across the street.
So, Quentin, you have this great idea. You want to help out the community. How did you go from point A to point B to actually get it going?
So, to be honest with you, it was boots on the ground. I'll give a big shout out to my lady, right? Because she was just really adamant about me keep pushing forward on the idea that I had, right? It was something where, she didn't see it happening anywhere else. My family didn't see it happening anywhere else. So I got a lot of push and a lot of back and a lot of support from family and friends to say, keep going to the next step. Like I said, the notion of people are just going to have to tell me no is something that I took on. I
love that because you know why? People always ask. And I'm always kind of like the person that's like, well, you know what? Instead of asking, let's just do it. Then if someone stops us, they stop us, right?
Right. We didn't get any pushback from anyone. Like I said, Outfront Media with the billboards downtown, they were definitely into the idea. You guys supported. We dealt with Torrance Flowers down there. He definitely, put us on and helped me out with getting my radio advertisement going. Like that was something new to me. And then just going to to the mall and asking a question. I asked it to a couple of different malls, and Buckland Hills is the one who showed up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So why is it important for folks to support and celebrate Black-owned businesses?
Listen, you got to think about it. First of all, check me out, right? I got a double or nothing hat on today. I got a Damier shirt on, and I won't get up, but I got a pair of Breaking Bread pants on. Now, everything that I have on goes just as good with my white Uptowns as Gucci, Louis, and Prada. You know what I'm trying to say? So you got a lot of people out here who are putting their heart and their soul into making a transition, you know, into providing for their families, you know, into just making a brand into something more than just, you know, something they're doing in their homes, right? They're trying to, you know, become business people. They're trying to transition out of situations that they may have been in that may have had them down. So it's really important. That's the feedback that I would give is, you know, these Black-owned businesses, these minority-owned businesses, they put just as much work in as every single business that you would, you know, you've been shopping at for years. You know, I spent enough money at Macy's. I spent enough money at, you know, all these other stores inside of this mall. But, you know, it feels good to kind of support the culture and kind of push it forward.
Right. So what type of businesses do you target for your pop-up shops?
Well, we do a little bit of everything. We have an event that's scheduled this week on Saturday from 12 to 7. And the name of the event is Summer This, Summer That, right? Because we have, you know, Sea Moss, shout out to Mother's Moss and Facts Got Moss. We have clothing lines like Damier, Double or Nothing, Breaking Bread, Dripavelli, which I know you've featured at one time.
Oh, yes, yes.
We've got women's clothing lines and women's boutiques. Shout out to Breezy Cosmetics. She's a young lady who's been doing her thing and, you know, coming up with the cosmetics. And we have young entrepreneurs, kids that are trying to get their brands off the ground. We got a little bit of everything. So we try not to discriminate on any businesses outside of the fact of what our permit can allow us to do in this space. So we allow it all and we promote it all.
That's awesome. That's so great. So I was going to ask you when your next event is coming, but you said this Saturday in that space there at Buckland Hills Mall.
Right, yeah, right here. So the space is actually located on the second level of Buckland Hills Mall. We're right across the way from Bath and Body Works. So if you come upstairs, you can't miss us. Our playlist is fire. We take a couple songs from Hot 93.7. We make sure that they playing here.
Thank you.
The space is extremely inviting. And all of these entrepreneurs are just, you know, ready. So this Saturday from 12 to 7, Buckland Hills Mall.
So how do folks get in touch with you to maybe be a part of one of your pop-up shops or just to help join your movement or help out with however they can?
For sure. So what I do is I take a lot of emails, DMs. Those are the main ways to get in contact. The email for Black Made the Brand is blackmadethebrand@gmail.com. And our IG is at Black Made the Brand. That's BLACKMADETHEBRAND. Black Made the Brand. Not the brand, the brand.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. So someone just said it's the first and third Saturday of the month. Is that the regular schedule for these pop-up shops?
Yes, it is. So we have this space on the first and third weekends of every month. You know, and the idea is to have this happen every single day. But, you know, as we get more and more vendors coming in, we'll transition to Sundays and we'll add Mondays and Tuesdays the best that we can. But right now we focus the event so people know exactly when it's happening. The first Saturday, the third Saturday, every single month.
Well, Quentin, thank you so much. I mean, I think this is such a great thing. I'm so happy that you're getting the word out, you know, for these brands, these companies, because, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. And, you know, especially small businesses just trying to market themselves, it can be so much. So the fact that you're actually helping them, putting them in the mall where maybe they can't afford mall space because it can be very pricey, but you're putting them there where people can easily access them. It's a great idea. It's a wonderful idea.
The foot traffic that we get is amazing. And, you know, shout out to the guy, Dripavelli. His mother comes through and she sits in front of this space and she almost won't let you walk by this space. You know what I mean? Making sure that you come in and at a minimum, hey, go see my son table. We got a lot of good businesses in here, so come on in. So, and we got a lot of other family and friends that come through of the businesses that we host that kind of support and say, hey, man, come on in here. And like I said, the playlist and the space is inviting. You mind if I show it to you?
No, please show it to me.
So this is the space that we have here. If you take a look.
Wow, that's a big space.
And like I said, we're right across from Bath and Body Works over here.
Nice.
We could fit about 20 or so vendors into the space. We make sure that every once in a while we offer these guys some some food from different restaurants that are around the state. We got Russell Grab and Go. We've got Bros Dough. We got Taste 778 who offer food. And we just want people to come in here and make it their own. If you see like this set up here, you know, the shelves, you know, the racks, come in here and make this your store in the mall. This is not my store. I don't have no clothes to sell, no makeup or nothing like that. All I want to do is promote these businesses and let them know what they have. As you can see, it used to be an old Justice. So, you know, we take over this space and make it our own here.
Wow, that's so great. That's amazing. And you just brought back all these memories of me spending so much money at Justice. anyway. But no, that's just, it's phenomenal. And that's a great amount of space for everybody. So take advantage. And again, DM Quentin at Black Made the Brand. That way you can, you know, start to talk to each other and figure out, you know, when you could be a part of one of these pop-up shops or just going to support these businesses.
Sure, for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Quentin. I really appreciate it.
I'll just leave with one note.
Sure.
I asked about an opportunity for, you know, newcomers to come into this space. We have a set price for how much the tables cost, but, you know, for this upcoming pop-up shop that we have and the ones going forward, if you're a new business, we'd like you to tap in at a special price. Make sure you DM us for that special price, and we'll make sure you get all the information that you need so you can come in here and promote your business. And lastly, if you're in the mall, my father actually has a store. It's called Plush Coat Company in the mall. His name is Cash. He told me to tell you hello. By
Oh, yes. Hi. I know Cash very well.
So he has Plush Coat Company in the mall. And at the same time, he's going to be opening up Sweetwater 2 in the food court. So join us, man. We're trying to take them all over here. So
I feel like you are taking them all over. Well, thank you so much, Quentin. And you tell your dad I said hi.
I will. Thank you so much, Jenny, for the time.
Of course, anytime. Take care.
Enjoy your night.
Yes, you too. Okay, so it's Small Business Tuesdays, and you just heard from Quentin from Black Made the Brand. Make sure and follow him right now, and also DM him if you want to be a part of one of his Black-owned pop-up shops, okay? Let me see who else is here tonight. There. Oh, yes, okay. I want to make sure I had the right questions. Hi, Fedora.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I'm doing just fine there, darling. You are from With These Computer Services?
With These Hands Computer Services.
Oh, With These Hands Computer Services. I'm sorry. I forgot hands. It's just been one of those days. You're based in Windsor, CT. You're a graphic designer. You make clothing. You make keychains, business cards, and more. You're really quite something. I was looking at all your products, and I'm really impressed by everything that you do. You also are a part of event planning. So how did you get started with your business?
Just woke up one morning and said, let me try to design something, like way back when they had the Bergen News. I'm dating myself. I bought a used computer and I made a Christmas card one year out of a piece of copy paper, and it went over well with the family when I sent it out. And I don't know, this fire lit under me, and literally things just really escalated from there about 25 years ago. And I've escalated it to a full-time position now since COVID kicked in. I really started doing my business on a regular, and pretty much through word of mouth is how I go about advertising myself. And I just want to stop for a moment and just really, really thank you for the opportunity to be on your platform. I really appreciate it. And it's a great thing you're doing for small businesses. So.
Oh, Fedora, well, thank you for being a part of it. And yeah, we're going to just keep this thing going. We've been doing it for, I think, almost 2 years now. You know, the problem with me is I never remember like when I start something, but it's been quite some time, and I thoroughly enjoy it every Tuesday talking to folks like you. I'm inspired by you. So how do you know how to do this? Because I'll tell you something. I have no idea how to make a Christmas card on a computer or design anything. How do you know how to do that?
It's a gift, really and truly. I really don't know. That's why my business is called With These Hands Computer Services by Fedora, because I feel like it's spirit led. People ask me to design something, and I sit there like, oh my gosh, and they give me no clue. Some people literally write stuff on a piece of toilet paper, and it's like, can you just do such and such? And before I know it, I create websites from scratch and have never taken a professional class, and yet there it is. I'm making 2 websites as we speak. So I just really, it's a gift. I really don't have an answer for it. And it's something that I am so passionate about that every single thing I do, no matter how big or small, I put my all in it. I step in it every single time. And so, you know, I just did an event planning for someone that celebrated 100 Women of Color. And she called me up and said, can you do my event? And I was like, yeah. In my head, I was like, yeah, but you know, executing, it's good when you write stuff down, but executing is another story, right? So, but she was thrilled. She told me I put her vision for her 100%. And so I'm not quite sure what else to say, but it definitely comes to me. And I always tell people, you know, I create flyers and things, and there are people that take a flyer from a template, and I consider myself to be the template. So, yeah. That's how I kind of go about things. It's like, I'm going to be the one that you're going to be pulling my template to make your flyer.
I like that. So basically, if I have an idea and I have something that I need, you know, done, like I saw what you were just referring to, the event that you just did, the 100 Women of Color event, and I need something done, you just kind of, I don't have to, you know, do everything to show you. You just know from what I, you know, say how it should look.
Exactly.
Wow.
If you'd say to me, for instance, I did the fans, and I knew this lady has a business. She sent me some pictures and what her information was, and then I just take off with it. A gentleman hired me today. His wife's having a party. I'm making him fans and chips and some personalized napkins for the cake, and he just gives me the information, and my brain just runs with it, and I always send the proof. You know, is this okay?
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nine times out of 10, there's very few changes, and I keep it moving from there.
Wow, Fedora. Okay. So you do event planning as well. So how in depth do you get into an event?
As you know, I have a event planning form on Google Forms. So if you go into my Instagram page, I have my link tree, and all my forms are linked to that. Ask you some questions, find out your budget, and depending on how deep you want to go, it's as deep as I can go. One thing new that I'm starting that I'm excited about that I hope would take off, it's when you want to have an event, say a gender reveal, baby shower, wedding, anniversary, etc., and you just want to be casual and have some t-shirts. So I'll come to the event with my heat press and maybe 3 or 4 custom t-shirts and some sizes and some designs that you pick already laid out, and they're already ready to go. So we're at the event literally making your friends and family a t-shirt on the spot. So it's called—
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's called Printed on the Spot. So I would come and literally stand there, heat press their shirt, they take it and they could throw it on right then and there. And just, so I just think I like doing things that are different and creative and things people haven't really thought about. I like creating shirts that no one's ever seen before. But if you have that kind of event, then that's an entertainment in and of itself. You know,
right.
To walk up and be able to say, you know, they've got 4 or 5 designs to choose from. Let me have that one. Here's my size. You know, and the client's already given me X amount of shirts that they want and sizes and what have you, and just make it happen. So those are the kind of things that I'm trying to put in my repertoire.
Well, I think that's a great idea. So what is the best way to order from you or to get in touch with you so that you can be a part of whatever anybody's trying to do?
So I'm on Instagram, of course, and I find Instagram, I have a website. My website is www.wth-csbt.com. I know it's a little wordy, but it stands for With These Hands hyphen Computer Services by Fedora. But my Instagram is, I find, where I post mostly my items because it's just a quick upload versus going to my website, logging in, and so on. But my website, you can go there. I have a chat on my website, so you can reach me in real time. You can inbox me. I'm a 24-hour-a-day person. Like my phone or my device is always on me. So I will get back to you within a matter of hours or less.
Okay, well, thank you. And you have a special for the folks watching?
I do. So if you mention that you saw me on Jenny Boom Boom, you can take $10 off of $50 or more for any items that you want, whether they're custom t-shirts, anything, personalized potato chip bags, customized water, anything that you go to my page. If there's something that you are interested in having and you don't see it there, just reach out. More than likely I can make it happen. And yeah, so that's my promotion, and that's through Labor Day weekend.
Wow, Thedora, thank you for that. That's very generous. Thank you very much for that. Okay, well, again, you're Thedora from With These Hands Computer Services. Make sure and DM Thedora right now so you can get that great deal, $10 off of $50 or more in product. And she can also help you with your event planning. And thank you. And again, that's all the way, wow, till the end of August, pretty much. So thanks so much. I appreciate that.
Show you one more thing that I got for you.
Oh, please.
So I watched you and your husband on your bad marriage for life.
Oh, you know what, Vic, come here. Oh, yes.
Shirt that says hashtag bad marriage for life. You probably can't see the ports in red and the hashtag. So I want to make.
I love it. Thedora here, she owns With These Hands Computer Services, and she's a graphic designer. She made us a bad marriage for life t-shirt.
You guys are pretty funny, and
thank you. I appreciate it, love. Oh man,
that's gorgeous. We love it.
Yeah, you got to make sure to tune in tomorrow night and show it on there too. Well, I don't know how you're gonna do that. I don't know what I just said.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it.
Now we'll put you on tomorrow night. I'll DM you so we can work it out. Thanks so much, Thedora. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
You can go ahead and X out. Thanks, darling. Again, this is Small Business Tuesdays, every Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, of course, I'm entering into the Mountain Standard Time now because of the fact that I'm now on the radio in Colorado. We're supposed to have some folks from Colorado join us tonight, so I'm going to try to see if they are on here right now. And yes, we actually do have somebody from Colorado that is joining us, and that would be Carla. Hi, Carla.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
You're so pretty. And I knew you were pretty because, I mean, when we were talking back and forth, I could see your little picture. I was like, oh, she's so beautiful. You're such a beautiful lady.
God bless you. I think you're gorgeous, too.
Oh, I'm over here trying to straighten these wrinkles out and trying to keep going, girl. All right.
Maybe I can help.
I know you can help. You actually can
That's
help.
right.
Okay, so Carla, your beauty studio, is it XI, or is there a better way of saying it? Zai? What is it?
It's, everybody gets confused. And at first I was very territorial about it. Like, I'm going to correct everyone. But it's become a very nice icebreaker between clients. It's actually 1111 in Roman numerals, which is my birthday and birth time. My name starts with a K.
Now I just feel dumb. I just feel dumb.
Don't.
I'm sorry.
Nobody gets it. Don't feel dumb. I swear, no one gets it. It's
so
okay.
It's 1111 Beauty Studio.
Yes,
it's located at 7800 West Jewel Ave, Suite F in Lakewood, Colorado. It's a Latino-owned and operated beauty studio. And you are a paramedical licensed esthetician. So I've never heard that title, paramedical licensed esthetician. So what does that mean?
A paramedical esthetician has more training when it comes to medical procedures with aesthetics. And we also have medical background and knowledge. So before I was an esthetician, I also have 15 years, actually more now, of dentistry. And that was my first career.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's like I mixed a little bit of both.
Okay. So explain that further to me. How did you even get started in this field, by the way?
So initially, I was very okay in my career in dentistry, making very good money. And there was still a sense of not accomplished. And I just took advantage. I had one child at the time that was already 8 years old, big enough to enjoy his little life already. So I just decided to go back to school and pursue some dreams. And that's what initiated this career. I've always liked aesthetics and makeup. My grandmother was a business owner in Dominican Republic and had her own salon. So I think since I was a little girl, I just always aspired to help other women feel as beautiful as she did. And it just, took me till my 30s to realize that I had the potential to do it as well.
That's okay, girl. It's never too late to start over.
I know, that's right.
What are the services that you offer at 1111 Beauty Studio?
So I specialize myself in permanent makeup, but I also treat the skin. So we offer facials, customized facials, including any extra services like microdermabrasions, microneedling, a bunch of added on benefits just to customize per skin condition. And then I also do permanent makeup. I love brows. That's what I specialize in myself. And I'm really focusing this year the most on making 1111 more well-rounded for my clients. So even though I still offer facial treatments and permanent makeup, and I also do waxing, all over body waxing, I am trying to bring in a team full of beauty bosses and independent women who are licensed, certified, and well-trained, who work ethically and can provide other services and specialize. I got body sculpting coming and teeth whitening and a bunch of other things from just strong, independent businesswomen that want to work together.
Wow, I love that. So talk to me a little bit more about the permanent makeup and the brows.
Oh, so, trending now, probably for the past few decades, is microblading. So it's a manual and machine work now. It's a form of depositing ink into the skin in whichever route you use, whether it's machine needle or hand blades, and you illustrate strokes, replicating them to look just like, the brows of my clients. And it's semi-permanent because of where we put it in the skin, but I have great retention, and you probably are going to have good filled in brows anywhere from 3 to 5 years.
Wow. So what about someone like me that has to actually dye their brows to make it look like I have eyebrows? Because I have really blonde eyebrows.
If you dye them, that means you definitely have good hair, and it can still mean that you're a good candidate for permanent makeup, whether it's microblading or microshading. I'm sure you've heard of the ombre brows as well. But if you're tired of filling them in and always getting tints, I think you should consider it. You'd be a good candidate. If there's hair there, if there's no hair there. If there's hair, I think they have the most realistic healing results. They look the most natural. But for clients that don't have any hair for whatever condition or post whatever treatment or therapy, it's a good way to, look normal and help women feel beautiful. So you'd be surprised how you use your brows to express yourself. So having
they're so important. They're so
very important. I mean, I know our husbands know what we mean just by looking at them. That has a lot to do with the brows. Yeah.
Right. That is true. That is true, Carla. So what is your favorite service that you offer?
My favorite, obviously, I think number one, and I'll be honest, has to be permanent makeup. There's something about my art, the way that I crafted, that I do feel like it's heaven sent, and I have a gift in it, and I take pride in that. But I also absolutely love extractions during facials. Like, I could have been Dr. Pimple Popper in my other life. I absolutely love just cleaning out the skin and removing all impurities and start the journey for my clients to have healthier skin.
I'm such a weirdo when it comes to that.
And it can be uncomfortable, but a little bit of pain for a lot of gain.
Right. But I literally, like, my son had a little thing on his cheek the other day. I was driving, like, I'm going to pop your, I was trying to pop. He's like, stop.
That's good.
And he kept going, Dad's going to do it. You're rough. Leave me alone. And I'm like, oh, but that's
definitely techniques that we know as moms and that I know as professionals. So maybe send them my way.
Right, yeah. But I understand that urge because, like, my daughters and stuff won't do anything with their skin. Like, they'll be like, oh, it's natural. They get into, like, the shower. They're like, okay, I'll wait till it comes to the top. But see, I be like, and I got to stop doing that. I got to stop touching my face. I have good skin, like, I'm going to say 90% of the time. But when that one zit comes, like right now I have one. Oh, man.
I think we're all guilty of it. Don't feel bad. I think even estheticians, we find our weak moments where we find ourselves in the mirror doing things.
Right. So what, as far as, your business, you're there by yourself then?
As of right now, I have a few people on my team. I have a manager that works remote, helps me with my monthlies and reconciling and talking to my clients, checking up on them after post procedures. I also have an assistant, a lovely little beautiful girl that, helps me set down and stays with me. So I'm not here all night cleaning up after all my procedures. And I'm currently looking for a great lash artist and all the other specialties that I want to bring on board.
Okay,
but yeah, so far it's just me.
Is there somewhere that exactly what type of folks you're looking for, meaning what kind of services that they can offer? Or do you want people to just hit you up and say, hey, I can do this, and then you decide whether or not you want them to come?
Absolutely. I encourage that the most, honestly. I do have a certain criteria, trying to be ethical, and everybody needs to be licensed, certified within the scopes of what I can offer. But I say, just call me. You never know. If I can't have you right away, I can always encourage you and tell you what steps to take so that you can become fully licensed and then join the team. I'm definitely here to empower others.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what's the best way to book with you or to get in touch with you if we want a job there?
Oh, thank you for asking. So there's different routes. Everybody's very digital and modern. So I think everyone just presses the book now button on my Instagram. But you can also find me on Google. I have a website. It's www.xixibeautystudio.com. And from any of those tabs, when you're checking out the services or looking at frequently asked questions, you can click on book now and see all my categories and everything that we have to offer.
Great, great. And you have a special for the folks watching tonight?
I do, because you're so amazing and so thoughtful to even put me in your platform. And I wanted to make sure that any listeners out there can book and use Jenny Boom Boom. It's a code live now for the rest of the year for any new clients, an additional 10% off. So they can use it coherently with another promotion. I have another current sale.
Carla, for the rest of the year. That is unbelievable. Thank you so much.
Bring them my way. We're going to start treating the skin, especially before winter, so that we're perfect for next summer as well.
Right. It's really important. You have gorgeous skin. So, I mean, listen, you know what you're doing.
Thank you. I sure do. And I love to offer it. So I really appreciate this opportunity to let everyone know that they have me here in Lakewood if they need us.
Thank you very much. And again, that is 1111 Beauty Studio in Lakewood, Colorado. And what is your website again?
www.xixibeautystudio.com. And I think they can find my handle now. Follow me. I love support because I'm genuinely just being myself here on Instagram, and it's not easy. I don't have the extrovert personality like Miss Jenny. So follow me and support.
Now, you have a great personality. And thank you so much, Carla. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. You have a great evening.
You too, darling.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
So again, that's 1111 Beauty Studio out there in Lakewood, Colorado. Make sure and check out Carla because, man, she's got all these great services going on. I'm really thinking about getting that permanent or permanent makeup, I guess. Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, let me see who else is going to be on here right now with us. And that would be, maybe my other people are not here. I don't think they're here. Okay, well, that might just do it for us. Thanks again for watching Small Business Tuesdays tonight. If you want to be on the show, please just DM me at Jenny Boom Boom TV and we'll book a date for you to be on the show. It's really that easy. It costs nothing to be on the show. I just want to highlight and feature businesses all around the United States. At this point, we have people from Atlanta hitting us up, Kentucky, Florida. There are people all over the United States that want to be on the show. And I just feel so honored that people watch this show and that they want to be on here and be interviewed by me. It's a lot of fun. So again, if you want to be on the show, just DM me at Jenny Boom Boom TV. Thanks so much for being on the show tonight to everybody that was here and also for watching tonight. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, it is A Bad Marriage for Life. If you have never experienced that show, make sure and experience it tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great night.